Good evening, and All Hallows Eve. I'm gonna get this out of my mouth because it's fucking terrible. All right, well, we're here. That is what she said. We're here. I am Pajama Pants, and this is
Aaron,
my buddy, from the Chicago area. Big time player here, and with the ladies too. If you know what
always
I mean.
with the ladies.
Always with the ladies. I like that.
You ready?
I'm gonna steal that from you later. And we're gonna play a Halloween game. And Aaron is in costume of, this is what Tony Malave dresses like.
Correct.
When he goes to the cigar lounge. So he is a white Tony Malave at the cigar lounge, and
There you go.
am the guy that grabbed the Halloween makeup that he bought 4 years ago from a closet and said, why don't I put that on?
It sounds like a good idea.
And then I
mean,
totally
yeah.
forgot to put a GG shirt on, so Brad's gonna yell at me. I'll put one on later. And today we're playing Necrons, the undead, the army of darkness, versus
Dark Angels,
lame shit.
also an army of darkness.
Garbage. Just trash. Army trash. So what made you go to Dark Angels, Aaron?
Well, I was playing Iron Hands for a while, and Dark Angels are better than Iron Hands at the moment.
Would it happen to be the transhuman ability?
It's a big part of it.
Yeah?
Big part of it, yeah.
Do you think that if zombies were real, would they have transhuman?
I would almost think so. I mean, you can only chop off their head to kill them. I mean, if that's not transhuman, I don't know what is.
I feel like that's pretty good. So, in the spirit of Halloween, I feel like Dark Angels are an appropriate army.
I think so, yeah.
Fantastic. So we're going to kick things off. Aaron's already deployed. I've already deployed. We're going to have the lists in the show notes so you get to understand like what the lists were exactly. Because we are proxying some things. So you will see some things on camera. You saw some things beforehand when we did some army shots that people were like, I have no idea what that model is. The cool thing is Aaron and I have a history of proxying games.
Abstract 40K.
Yes. Actually, Aaron has a quick 2-minute story he's going to tell you about a guy who could not look at a model that wasn't the real model.
You talking about Jordan?
Yeah. Tell the story. Tell how he rage quit.
So we had a buddy of ours, what, maybe 10 years ago at this
About
point?
10 to
something like that.
7 years ago.
Something like that. Anyway, he some people really can only, play against what is actually on the table, and they don't see what it's there. They just lose their minds. And so I was playing with a piece of paper one time as a chimera or whatever, and this kid just loses his mind because he doesn't know what anything is, even though it says chimera on there.
Yeah, it's a chimera.
And then
it was clear.
I was clear.
And both of us were like, it's a chimera.
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the problem?
No problem here.
It was weird. And then he later played Fred Fortman in a tournament, and no one's ever seen him since. So I hope he's okay.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. We're going to kick things off. So I think we've already deployed. We're going to roll for first turn. So I'm going to roll. I got a 6, 3. I will take first. And now that I know that I get first turn, Necrons have the ability to move 6 inches before the game as one of my army faction abilities. Jeremy, what's going on in the backfield?
I was just going to switch lighting before he actually moves.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead. You can switch lighting. I thought you were going to say we have a comment. I was going to be like, you damn cheater! You went live!
Hey guys, we actually lost some of the audio on this recording. So what we're going to do instead is just play the footage and fast forward. So the turns go by a lot quicker here. And we're going to do some commentary to walk you guys through exactly what we're doing. So with Necrons, the ancient dynasties that I picked for my custom dynasty were Relentless Expansionist, which allows me to move the army 6 inches before the game. And also the OBSEC one, where everything has OBSEC. It's Eternal Conquerors. Which is really nice with the Wraiths and the Spiders. And here, what I'm doing is, because I don't have any ruined walls that face my opponent, and I know I'm going first, this 6-inch move is extremely aggressive. It's followed by another aggressive move of Wraiths here, where I'm measuring basically to see, can they get the unit behind that box? Because the initial thinking I have is, if I can pin the Terminators with Scarabs, and I charge the unit behind the box with Wraiths, it would be really, really strong of an approach. Now, the one mistake I did make here is I gave the Wraiths, for some reason, the rerollable charge, 5+, which was really silly. I should have just used a stratagem to reroll their charge if they failed it. They needed about a 7 to make that charge, but I ended up rolling the 7 anyways and didn't even reuse the reroll. Both Scarab squads also go on Aaron's flanks here. The intent here is to really pin him in his deployment zone and at the same time put OBSEC on those 2 objectives on his side, 2 and 5. Meanwhile, my warrior squads are placing banners on the 3 objectives on my end, which is awesome. And Imhotep, my Necron Cryptic special character, is buffing 1 unit. I happen to roll a 4 for that, giving them +1 toughness. Other than that, this turn is obviously aggressive. I move the spiders up too, right behind the scarabs, so in case I lose some, I can regenerate them in case the squad's still there on my next turn. I know if I make the charge with the wraiths, I'm going to hurt that Grav Dev unit quite a bit. I think I do charge here with them, and I get the charge right away, so I move them in, and those 4 or 5 wraiths are gonna fight the Grav unit behind the box. I end up killing 3 in close combat. And then with the pile-in, I actually encircle them, which causes Aaron to have to spend CP to run away on his next turn, which is really nice. And he ends up rolling 2 1s, which is extremely lucky. And the unit's totally dead. He can't bring any back with the Apothecary, and I end up killing that Grav unit. I also decide not to charge the Terminators after seeing how good they are when you charge them and they don't move. Aaron won the game basically right there when I did charge him, so we reset the game, pulled the Scarabs back, and just started over because mathematically it's just not smart. And here's my wrap-up during the game.
All right, so turn 1, we found out that the Dark Angels Terminators are spooky. Very spooky. They're so spooky that we charged them, and we found out what they did. And then we said, no, we don't charge them. And we restarted the game without charging them because they are amazing. So with 4 guys, Aaron was able to do like 30-something damage to the Scarab unit, which with 4 guys, that's like pretty crazy. I haven't seen that before. He's probably going to push up pretty hard, to say the least. We'll see how good that is. And he's going to just kind of get out of his zone and really push up. So my turn was okay. I scored 3 points for engage on all fronts. I did put down 3 banners. I am worried about his rebuttal right now. It's going to be a lot. It sounds like it's actually like a pretty similar army to what you were trying to do with Iron Hands.
Yes.
And then it got like better with Dark
better.
Angels. Yeah, better with Dark Angels.
Yeah.
You were doing a lot of the same stuff in the way you kind of approach it. So
Yeah,
so it's really interesting.
It's
Okay.
a lot more close. I mean, it's a lot better, like close combat, like a lot more effective, like shooting. In
Yeah,
theory too.
yeah, I
Like,
would
it
agree.
just-
I would agree. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see how it goes. I'm excited. All right.
So making sure that you have a teammate, friend, playtesting buddy that allows you to reset the game is so important. I cannot stress how much of a waste of time it is when you make a mistake in a game and you finish that game. Once you make that mistake, you acknowledge that mistake, you realize that in no circumstances should you ever do that again. You move on. You reset the game. It's a loss. I charged Aaron with the Scarabs on both flanks, and I lose that game. I can't win this without pinning him in the back. That is the Lich Pin strategy I'm doing here. And with the Dark Angels Grim Resolve ability, plus Lieutenant, plus Azrael, plus the strat, there's really no way to get around charging him with the Scarabs. The unit is just too good in close combat when they don't move. When they move on me, they're much worse. So I really think that, being able to reset the game was clutch here. Now, Aaron does leave the combat with the Devastator unit against the Wraiths, ends up rolling 2 Snake Eyes, which was hilarious. However, I think the Wraiths should have probably killed that unit anyways. I rolled pretty bad when I charged in. So I think them dying wasn't unexpected. What Aaron's doing now is he's moving his characters up there on the top of that yellow crate. He's got Azrael, a Lieutenant, and an Apothecary up there. It's a very peculiar position given where my Nightbringer is. If you can see, Nightbringer is kind of in the middle ruins. He's that big thing on the right hand. He's kind of moving right now, actually, on the camera. And he's really the unit that I think I've always wanted to attack them with. And I think what he's going to try to do is screen off, but Nightbringer can fly. And the fact that those guys are on the crate means I can engage those guys without engaging the Terminators. So it's a little weird of a choice, but I think what Aaron was really trying to do here was get his characters in range of the Terminator units and make sure that they're benefiting from the rerolls and the abilities. So the unit on the bottom of Terminators near Objective 5 is going to charge the unit on the crate, the Wraiths, and they will finish them off. And the unit on top by Objective 2 will charge those Scarabs, but not do that much damage considering that they moved. They lose a lot from that. What you just witnessed now was the Plasma Interceptors and the Terminators shot the big unit of Warriors in the middle of the board. I underestimated the firepower here. So the Terminators ended up doing 7 wounds, which mathematically shouldn't have happened. I didn't have that many to make, but I failed them. The Plasma Interceptors do 17 additional wounds. The unit almost all dies. I actually have to spend a single strat reroll for a 6-up to save one guy. It's pretty epic. I got the 6, and the unit lived.
And what I'll do is I'll do this. I'll leave the 2 Wraiths that were on top. Okay. So I pull out all the other attacks. That's the key.
Oh, he's dead now.
Who's this from?
This.
Oh, okay, cool. They're dead.
Did you fail all of those?
Yeah,
Not all of them.
Pretty much 4 of them.
Yeah.
4 of 5.
Yeah. You need
4
to make one
5
more.
4-ups and they all died. I can't reroll anything else now.
Yeah.
So 4 is how much damage to each?
2 each.
So it's 8.
Yeah, you need to make one more of those.
I'll go away. All right. Well, I tried. You know, if I rolled hot, I rolled hot. If I didn't, I didn't. And I didn't.
Yeah, that's fine.
A 4-up is much more swingy, I feel like, than a 3-up that they used to have.
Do they get all the rerolls again as well? No, right? Because you used the strat over there.
No, they get the full reroll from Azrael.
Still in close combat?
Yeah. It's just a reroll to hit.
Okay, so they're rerolling 3s to hit, not 2s.
Correct.
And then
No, rerolling 4s.
they're rerolling 4s. Yeah,
4s.
that's the key. Yeah,
Yeah.
so 4s. That's actually really important.
4s. Which is why you gave them the reroll to hit and then a +1.
Okay, that's fine. You can roll it.
But there's only
4 guys.
4 guys.
Same thing you had last time.
Same thing
You
is-
basically killed the unit exactly.
Correct.
So we'll see if you can do it again. But now it's 4s instead of 2s. So you shouldn't be able to do it.
Exactly. So here's fists.
There's just 2 guys right here.
Mhm.
Okay. It's 3 attacks per.
Yep.
Cool.
Reroll.
Yep. 2 hits so far. And
4.
4 hits. Nice. Pretty good. And no rerolls there. Oh, you still reroll.
So you're rolling once. So 3.
Where's
Just
the
3.
lieutenant at?
On the top.
Okay, so he's still within 6. Jesus Christ. So
No saves.
what's the damage here?
2 each.
2 each. So I'm at 6. Keep going. So that's 2 guys. You got 2 more guys.
Yep. Here is the chain fist.
Cool.
Sergeant is going to be out, so it's 2 chain fists.
Oh, okay, cool.
Reroll.
Oh man, good roll. Good saves.
Choose.
Yep. Damage.
D3 each.
Oh yeah, it's 2 each,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so it's already 1 base and a half. So he's got 2
Correct.
moves on.
Now I'm rolling on the
So yeah.
D3s.
So now you're rolling those.
So do this
those,
one at a time.
He's got 5 more
I
dice
got
D3s.
one at a time on these
Yeah,
ones.
go ahead.
So first one.
So
one.
now that guy takes 1 more wound,
And he's dead.
now he's gonna die in this last one, and then 3 more. So 2 bases.
3.
So,
2 dice.
yep.
That's another
Oh,
base.
no, Scarabs are 4.
I know,
so
but
it's
he's pulling
3,
2 dice.
and then
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah, you're fine. So you pull another
And
dice.
then
Yeah,
one
yeah.
has got 3. Or 2.
So 2 more. So the 2 is not gonna go away actually. The 2 stays. It stays no matter what. It
Yeah,
stays.
you're good.
And he killed 3 bases,
yeah.
right? So now I roll. Now I
Now
just
you roll
roll.
it.
I roll those 3 bases wounds.
Correct.
12.
Yeah. And I bring back at least 1. But those 2 don't. Nothing happens. I just
Right,
lose
they
it.
just go away.
Yeah. But 1 comes back and I put him right here.
That rule is, like, confusing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, let me.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get the hang of it, but still.
So now, can I console that way with the unit? Or no? That would
You
they
have
should have
to
done
end
it after.
closer to that unit over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So these guys can just basically jump down and yes?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, they could jump down.
Sorry, I always
Yeah.
that portion it just gets me.
Yeah.
So
Right now,
confused.
actually, what you could do is you could totally screen off your characters.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, you could screen off your characters so Nightbringer doesn't just come in and fucking eat them
Exactly.
all. Yeah. I recommend.
That's
doing
what.
that.
That's why I did it that way.
I recommend doing that. That's a good idea. Otherwise, Nightbringer says, "Go fuck yourself." All right, my go. Hello. We've completed turn. I don't have to talk like that anymore. We've completed turn 1. Those teeth are uncomfortable, by the way.
bet they are.
Uncomfortable. So, what do we learn, Aaron? Number 1, probably don't charge non-moving Dark Angels.
Yes, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
They are a bit of a bitch.
So, non-moving Dark Angels Terminators benefit from
Grim Resolve.
Grim Resolve, even in close combat.
Yep.
And they get +1 to hit because of
the
that.
strat. Or with
Well, because of that, right?
Yep.
So that neutralizes the negative to hit from the fist.
correct.
And then they have a strat for 1 CP, they get +1 more. So you end up taking a unit that hits on 3s that should normally hit on 4s to now hitting back on 3s, then hitting on 2s, and then they're within range of Azrael, right?
Correct.
So they reroll 1s. Then they're within range of a lieutenant, so they also reroll 1s to wound.
Correct.
So it's like bad.
Yeah, it's
It's really bad. It's
Real.
really spooky. Turn 1, my objective was to pin Aaron into his deployment zone with Scarabs and Wraiths. I tried that. 4 Terminators destroyed an entire squad of Scarabs. Then, 4 Terminators moving out and not benefiting from the strat killed 2 bases of Scarabs, which is a lot less. So, having them charge me, it was definitely the right call. Putting the Wraiths in, I think, was still a good move. It slowed you down a little bit.
So. Made me deal with
Caused
them.
you to deal with them.
Yep.
If you don't deal with them, they'd cause havoc in your backfield.
Correct.
Not making any of the invulnerable saves with the Wraiths did suck. But
Yeah, it was
I think
below average.
mathematically, you probably kill him.
So it made up for the 6 on the roll over there.
Yeah. Oh, one cool thing that happened is Aaron shot his Terminators at the Warriors, killed 7. I had pretty bad rolls on that one. He ended up killing 7, so I had 13 left. And then he shot them with the 3 plasma dudes, caused 17 wounds on them. And I had to roll saves. No, 16. 16 wounds
16.
on them. And I rolled all my saves. I have 6 ups against them because of the protocols for Necrons. And because the whole army's in cover. And I ended up only making 3. And then I re-rolled 1, and I got the 6 for the re-roll. And 1 Necron guy lived, allowing me to do reanimation in the full unit, which will also allow me to use the Res Orb this turn and D3 heals from Sizor guy, whatever his name is, which is really, really big. Because I'm going to get a bunch of warriors back right now, and I almost lost the entire unit. So
Right.
that was huge.
Do they have to take a leadership check?
They both will have to.
Yeah, they probably will. So I'll probably roll it because I won't lose the entire unit in either one. So the first one, roll 1, be awesome. First one, roll 3. So 2 and 3, I fail them both. So I think a guy dies automatically from each. Pink. And we'll go pink. And then I should have 7 now in this unit.
So
2,
1s
4,
and 2s, right?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 7. So on the top of 2, I will get 3 objectives to 2. And is that even 2?
Yeah.
It's probably tied.
You got 1 base on there.
I'm OPSEC.
So am I.
Oh, you're OPSEC too?
Yeah.
Well, I pile in. I didn't pile in.
Sure.
So
That's
because we're in
fine.
combat,
Yeah,
I'll pile.
of course,
I
of
also
course.
do my attacks over there, which I'll
Yeah,
do in
go
a
ahead.
sec.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know if it'll matter, but I'll pile in and I'll tie it.
Is that a rock or something?
It's a warlord trait.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Everyone within 6 of the dude gets some special powers.
You'll get 3 banners. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my go. So we'll kick things off with a couple of things. We're gonna do 5+ invul reroll charge on this unit. And does it have to be core? Might have to be core. No.
It does not have to be core, actually. So here I give the 5+ invulnerable to my Scarab unit around the objective 5. My plan going into this turn, I saw that the Nightbringer has a pretty straight line directly to the characters. And I know he moves 8 inches, ignoring vertical distance because he has fly. So I'm already planning to move him on top of the ruin and then assault over the Terminator screen. So I move him in place. I measure beforehand. I get that full measurement. We agree on the distance, and it turns out it's a 7-inch charge. And I put him on top of that ruin just to get ready for that. This turn I also popped my Res Orb, brought back some Necrons on both sides there with the 2 barges, and replenished the units as well with the Cryptic special character, Imhotep Sizor guy, and got D3 back in each unit. Basically what I'm trying to do here is just keep this pin strategy in, right? So my top of 2, I got the 15 points for primary. And if I can somehow manage to keep Aaron within his deployment half and not push out, I can get another 15. And I'm getting banners on the 3 on my end. And if I can get some royal special character kills, that'll even get me some more points. So we're going to go to some cool commentary during the game now. We do have some audio here, so we'll switch to that.
We didn't take any.
So I probably should do 2 on him and then 4 on the other guy. That's probably what I should do. Because he has a 6 up, I would hate to like.
Well, you're wounding him on 4s too.
Yeah, I mean I can whip the wound. It's true. I think I gotta.
That's
go,
what I think skews the math. I think kind of weird. Like
I think I gotta go big though, regardless.
Here we're talking about Nightbringer
just looking to get me out of here super fast right now.
in close combat.
Recommend on the apothecary for me.
I
Well,
can't even attack the apothecary.
he can't get the
It's
apothecary.
just
I mean-
lieutenant.
I mean the lieutenant.
I would overcommit on the
I'm
lieutenant,
the lieutenant.
if it was me.
I would kill
Because
the
lieutenant's what's giving the Terminators OBSEC.
Yeah,
So once
gonna
the
keep him in the game
yeah.
points wise.
Oh really?
yeah
Azrael's rerolls are cool, but what?
yeah like you definitely overcommit on the lieutenant.
Oh okay.
I think I would
Yeah,
agree with
yeah.
that, right, Jeremy? I'm
I would
not
almost
shooting
just,
him wrong here.
Just say fuck it, whatever than lieutenant. Like,
It's exactly what I
because
would
you're
do.
not gonna die for 2 turns.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not.
I mean, you might, but
So like 3 on the lieutenant.
I'd
then?
go 4 and 2.
Really? I'm hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
I mean, just to guarantee that he dies.
It's 2s and 2s.
but killing the lieutenant is almost the game. in
Jeremy,
your
it's
favor.
2s and 2s.
Do whatever you want to do, baby. Do whatever
Fuck
you
you
want to do.
guys. Watch me roll all ones.
I mean, really, you could theoretically do it with that. I mean, either one is fine. Whatever. It's all good.
Whatever. Lieutenant. 2s. All of them
Go
go.
lucky. Got 2s there. 2s.
2s.
Oh, there's 1.
Command
Double
roll.
1s.
Command roll me on this one.
No, you don't. You did. No, you
Why?
absolutely. You save it for Azrael.
Well, does he have? He has a 4 up, right? Or whatever. 6 up.
He's
What does
got a
Lieutenant
6 up.
have?
He's
What does
got-
Lieutenant have?
No, he doesn't
Save.
have anything. But Azrael's got a 6 up, and
Oh,
then
okay,
also
yeah,
you
I'll save
reroll the wounds
I'll save
on Azrael if any go through. That's exactly what you want to do.
Damage on him.
Damage.
3 damage.
No, it doesn't kill him.
Doesn't. How many wounds do you have?
4.
Yeah. So I'll reroll
No,
this.
no,
I'll reroll the damage.
Are
then.
you sure you don't want to reroll on Azrael?
Well, I gotta kill this guy, right? So if I don't, I just gotta not roll a 1 here, and I'm fine. Yeah. Waste it. I roll a
you
1.
roll a 1. God, fuck.
2s on Azrael. All of them.
You should
4s
go.
on Azrael. All of them.
You're gonna get Azrael, not the guy you did
I was gonna say that's gonna be really funny.
What are you gonna do? My rolls have been bad all game.
Saves 1. Hold on 1 second.
2d6 damage right now.
Hold on 1 second.
Don't worry, I'll roll Snake Eyes. He'll live.
We're all see Snake Eyes.
I need 3, right? I need 3 to kill him because he's got 2 wounds.
No,
he's
he's
got
got
5.
you need 4 to kill him.
I need 4 to kill him. Oh,
4.
don't even
He's got
bother to
6.
roll. I'm not rolling it with 2 dice.
I'm not-
4 on 2 dice? That's like
I mean, I'm fishing for 6s right now myself to try to make a
that's
save.
like a boxcar for
your
me.
Alan over here.
I mean, I think I've got to be right now. I got to Alan, pick me out a dice right now.
Here you
I
go.
need a dice.
There it
Is
is.
that it right here?
That's it.
All right.
Let's see.
Making the save.
That's that 1 for me.
Let's see that 6.
Mark myself off. I'm going out of 3. Keeping the suspense up right now.
Let's see it.
It's pretty funny actually.
Oh, 5. All right. You got him.
6 wounds.
Cool.
No way. I don't believe that roll.
Yeah,
Put the dice in water.
it actually happened, bro. It was crazy. You should have been there.
How many mortals?
Don't roll 1.
2. 2.
No. Now you roll. Now you use your mortals.
Oh, 2. 2.
Gone! Almost lived.
But one of your scarabs dies.
Yeah, I know. Pull out Big Nasty. And this is the Terminator. 1 hit, or 1 auto, and 1 wound to the Terminators.
This is ridiculous.
Good. Cool.
Anything else?
Yeah, the barge over there.
Sure.
Let's see what he does. Maybe he's better than Night. All right, so Nightbringer made his charge. He went in. He got 6 attacks. 3 of them fought Azrael, and I punked him into another dimension. And 3 fought a lieutenant with no save of any kind. And the lieutenant was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'll just live. I'm cool. Nightbringer seems like an interesting guy. I'll just stay here." And with 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, winning on 2s, with d6 damage, I failed to kill a lieutenant. So yeah, I mean that's a thing. Other than that, though, I do have the board. Aaron's only going to get 5 points on his primary, top of his 2. But I'm going to take quite a beating for the rest of the game, it looks like. So that's pretty much it. Oh, you needed more outcasts than those Terminators.
They automatically pass.
Did you
They
get any?
automatically pass.
Did you
because
get any
of
noble
some
will
awesome
points?
thing. What?
Any noble will points?
No, I did not. Not this turn. Not this turn.
And did you engage on all fronts?
Engaged.
Engage I do have, yeah.
He still has
I
engage.
think you get 3 for that.
Yep, he does.
Okay, cool. And Aaron, what do you want to do this turn?
What am I doing this turn?
What's your plan?
Not just to score points and.
Maybe stand in front of the camera.
4.
And talk.
Yeah, you had on the 4.
Well, no, get in front of the camera and tell us what you're gonna do.
Well, trying to break out a little bit right now. He's made his play with the Nightbringer, which is fine. I mean, I kind of figured that was coming. Probably try to just bog the Nightbringer down with intercessors and just kind of keep him there while the Terminators press forward. I got to fall back with the Lieutenant in a POC, which is fine. Should all be good. Yeah, just kind of trying to score and kind of break out.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
Break out! Breakouts!
So this is really the clutch turn here. Aaron's going to bring on his reserves. So we'll see what he does with them. I think what he should do with them is really punish the units on objectives 2 and 5. Instead, what he does with these reserves is he goes for the Catacomb Command Barge that is in the top side of the board, just above objective 2 to the left, which insulted the land speeder units, which are actually the bikes. They're the ATV units for Space Marines. We had to use some proxy models in this game. And that Catacomb Command Barge did absolutely nothing in this game. I misplayed it horribly. And I really should have went for units that I could have guaranteed kill. So Aaron's going to use one Plasma Interceptor squad to remove that, and one Plasma Interceptor squad, as you can see above objective 6, to remove that backfield Necron unit, which just got deleted right there. So I really don't think that was the right play. I think he needed to hurt the units on objective 5 as well. And that's really going to cost Aaron the game because he's not going to be able to push out.
Hey guys, bottom of turn 2 complete, and this is a crazy game.
Good game.
A lot of things going nuts. So Nightbringer did take 5 wounds this turn. So Aaron did 3 in the shooting phase, 2 in the close combat phase. I will heal 1, which is nice, and then maybe Nightbringer stays around for a little bit longer. We'll see. How do you think? What was your plan for this turn, and how do you think you executed?
Will is trying to break out. Really is the name of the game right now. So I mean, I think I did pretty much what I could do. I got rid of you on the backfield objective, which is great to eliminate holding there. I took out a spider over here. I took out the Lord on that side, which is fine. Other than that, I mean, it kind of did basically what I was able to do.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you came in from the sides and you try to really like take away the footprint I had on the board because I had such a big footprint on the board.
Yep.
It's not going to pay off this turn. I'll still get 15 this turn, but it's going to pay off in the long run because I'm losing models.
Correct.
So it's going to be tough. Now I have to address the plasma interceptors in the back. I got to address the plasma interceptors over there in the forest. And now your bikes are moving out, and they're going to become a much bigger threat in late game. So it's definitely interesting. I'm curious to see like what I could do to come back. I do like that my Nightbringer is in your face. I also really like the Nightbringer.
Nightbringer's not bad.
Certainly, he's doing a good. He's doing
He
work.
doesn't like lieutenants, but he's okay.
He's
otherwise.
doing work. He's doing work. So you did bring back a Terminator with the Apothecary. That was nice.
Yep.
Hopefully I can try to kill that Apothecary. That'd be great. But it's going to be tough, so we'll see. I'm going to bring back some spiders this turn and bring back some warriors this turn. Move up, shoot, and see what I can do. So
Did you take a leadership check on the one intercessor?
I think he just doesn't fail.
No, I would still fail.
Oh, you do fail.
I can only...
Terminators, you don't fail.
Terminators are automatically pass.
Okay.
Exactly.
So roll me a 6, and then let's all
I
laugh.
prefer not to roll at 6.
5. That might also fail.
That also fails.
Nice!
I don't have any command points.
He's dead!
Oh, wait. Did
What's
that actually work in your favor?
And the Nightbringer
It actually was a huge...
Nightbringer is
A
free!
fucking ginormous...
Well, he was
deal.
probably going to be free anyways, because I have all my psychic... I do all my mortal wounds
you
in
do
close
it
combat
before?
too.
Okay.
So I pick him, I roll 4 die. I roll 3 dice, and 4+ he takes mortals, and then everything within 9 takes mortals.
Still, that was ginormous.
That was big.
That was big.
That was big. So, at the end of recap, turn 2, Nightbringer is jacked, bro. Jacked.
So at this point, I have a Nightbringer fully available to just punish Aaron's backfield here. I do realize that the plasma interceptors in the back are a problem, so I move one of my barges back there. I decide later that it needs to be an objective 6, and you saw I moved it off the crate onto the objective just so I'm holding it. I feel like the Gauss Blaster on the barge plus the Staff of Light, I took the Relic Staff, so it's a special one on 6s. It gets extra hits. I end up rolling 2 6s later, and with the barge plus the Staff, I end up erasing the 3 plasma interceptors in the backfield. The unit of Necrons on objective 1 shoot the other interceptor unit, which lost one through overheating. And then I actually just push up the other Necron unit, as you saw, on objective 5. And I charge with a unit of 17 Necrons.
So
at T5.
we just finished up the top of 3, and the Necrons are the army of Halloween. The Necrons were just really good. I think there's some tweaks to the list. I'll put them in the comments section in case anyone wants to run something similar. There's a couple tweaks I would do. I don't really know, like, what do you think overall?
Well, I thought, I think the rates, I don't think you necessarily need. I mean, I think if you're going more, I would honestly do more warrior spam, because they just don't die unless you kill the entire freaking,
Yeah, they're
unit.
they're boring, but they don't die.
They don't die. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like you can. I think the rates are nice for early pressure, and they did do something.
The rates are cool when you get first turn.
Yes.
You get to move the 6 plus
Yes.
the 10, so you're moving 16 before the game starts.
Yes.
And then you can make them have a rerollable charge if you want.
Right.
Now, I shouldn't have gave them the 5 up. That was a mistake on my part. I should have gave it to the warrior units.
Sure.
But I think I wanted to just guarantee I can reroll their charge.
Right.
I think in retrospect, I would have just went for the 7 and used the reroll from strats to reroll
agree.
the charge. Yeah.
I mean, I think this army is it's a really good example of what a 9th edition tournament army should be, where instead of, you're going towards board control. I mean, really that's all the addition is just board control, being able to keep your opponent push back, engage them, score early, score fast, and then you just run up a lead and you can't really do anything.
Can't really
beyond that.
come back from the
yeah,
lead.
I mean, without being able to score turn 1 or playing a 6-turn game where if you went second, you can kind of claw your way back. Only 5 turns, there's just not a lot of time.
Yeah, and the fact that I have so much OBSEC,
Yeah.
it was tough
I
too.
know,
because
exactly.
Now I have like OBSEC on all these objectives that just shut down scoring.
Exactly. Well, so it's nice because you got the 6-inch move pregame, and then you got a 6-inch move during the game, which means that you can put all your OBSEC up front and already put me behind in the primary because I would not even be able to. I got to get the scarabs off the objective or do whatever.
Yeah. Thoughts on the
So-
Nightbringer?
I mean, Nightbringer's
For-
good
for 350.
For 350, I don't know. I mean, he did a lot. When he does work, right? So like you got the characters, which is basically how a Marine army is going to function. You as Marines, and I'm not bitching about Marines. Marines are fine, but the fact that
Marines need to power up, guys.
Uh,
That's what Aaron Toller says.
Exactly. The fact that you can't take a unit of 20 means that I can't spread out. I can never get more objective secure on than you. There's no way for me to even contest that because I can only go max squad size 10.
Yeah. And the coolest thing about this army that I'm playing, the Necrons, all the warriors in the whole list count as 2 models.
Yeah. There's like 4. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, that's why I almost think that you don't need the rates because you can just win by objectives.
Yeah, and I think they're like 135 points for the race or something like that. They're quite a bit. They're like 35 points a model.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I could definitely take them out and like tweak some things. But yeah, I would argue that the warriors are boring though. I would say that they're a little boring.
Do they win?
Yeah, they probably win. They probably win.
There you go. Like so,
Yeah.
you balance the
the
excitement out of it
You
versus
get a
the
win.
boringness
You
out
get a
of
win
it.
instead of having a good time.
So maybe you keep the rates there for something that's fun.
Thanks for the game, dude.
Good game, buddy.
Always good.
Always fun.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe on Gentleman Gaming on YouTube and like us on Facebook. We do podcasts on Tuesdays. Chester, myself, the Swedish dudes. We talk a lot about ETC, drunken stories, cool stuff. Not so much 40K. Thanks again, guys. Take it easy.
Have a good one, guys.
Cisco, you suck.